this summer, so I mean, it's been a...
We haven't been practicing that long because we practiced double sessions last Monday, Tuesday, and then we practiced yesterday. So we haven't been going at it that long. But it is, you know, for me personally, it's about as much fun as I've had in a long, long time the last 2 years. You know, when you're coaching 40-some-odd years and you just can't wait to get to work, it's only because of these guys. They just make it, to call this job work would be an injustice. And it's only because of the personality of these players. And you'll witness it. It's just an incredible thing I see every day. It's fun. The laughter's there. The guys are they just want to get better. They want to pay attention to every little thing that's being said. And it doesn't happen that way all the time. It's just we're very lucky here right now. And we've been on a great run. The last 6 years have been a great run. And we don't want to take a step back. So we want to stay with the same 6 years. Now, last year we didn't compete in the tournament, but it was still a great season. Real appreciative to Damian and Trey and what they brought in 1 year. And I think Tony Hicks is going to have a terrific season as well.
What did you have to work on with Dang? I mean, I know you said you left them to their individual workouts, but what things?
The number one thing we worked on with Dang and Donovan was their arc. We call it Steph Curry arc. If we can get anything close to that, we're real excited. The only one that is close to that type of arc is Ryan McMahon with shooting the ball. But the rest, their arc has improved so much. Their confidence has improved so much. They have shot the ball thousands and thousands of times working on this arc. And they're very, very dedicated basketball players. They're gym rats. They love the game. They love the gym.
Did Dang seem a little tentative down the stretch? I mean, he came back from the injury, but
well, the first few practices, it only took 1 day. First few practices, we put the guys on. I don't care for yelling at them anymore, so I just send them on the treadmill for a minute, which is better in their thing than being yelled at. So I just said, just go. And I've sent Dang to the treadmill the first 2 practices about 12 times when he didn't take an open 3 and ball faked and tried to get a 2. And I said, you don't want to shoot it? Go, just run. And it only lasted 1 day, which is a good thing.
Disadvantage to your schedule? I mean, it's a 68-team tournament, ranked very high, you've had a lot of success. What's the real impact?
You know, we're going to have some losses this year that could come, and we won't panic with the losses. We're going to be on a heck of a journey. Sometimes the journey starts, you know, with one game like the end of November, and then starts mid-December, and then the journey really starts. It's going to start mid-November this time for good. It won't be an easy game for us. The fans may not understand how good William & Mary or Long Beach State or Evansville will be, but we understand, and you do, because you're going to know their starters returning. And then obviously you have the Battle of Atlantis. You have Purdue, who's ranked very high. Indiana's ranked very high. Kentucky's ranked very high. Then you're at Notre Dame. So it's going to be a great schedule, and we just have to be ready for it.
How long do you think it will take before, at least in the non-conference, like this team starts to take the shape that you want it to see?
I want it to be right away. I want to see a heck of a red-white scrimmage tomorrow. Like I said, I think because of our defense, the way we're playing, we'll have a lot of turnovers in the game, but it's by design to steal the basketball and create turnovers. Just getting used to the offenses and the defenses. He's a well-rounded basketball player, does a lot of different things. I think if you ask the players how impressed they are with him being a freshman, you wouldn't think he was a freshman.
You mentioned moving on from the NCAA. What is your emotion moving on from that, getting past last year, and now a new year this season?
Like I said, if it wasn't for the players and the type of people they were last year as well as this year, for anybody as passionate as me with the game, it really would have. It did bother me last year a great deal. What went on, where it went on, even bothered me more. And but I put it behind me, and I'm moving forward.
Rick, when was the moment that you were able to officially put it behind you and just kind of focus on this year's team and the run that you guys?
Once the season was over last year.
You talk like this team is laughing, having a good time, very loose. How much does that help?
I didn't say very loose. That's your words. We have been laughing and having a lot of fun.
Laughing, having a good time. Does that help, though, with the bonding, getting the new faces in here and getting used to everything getting into the season?
It can't hurt. You know, like I said, it's I guess the players can answer that one better. They're a very close-knit team, do a lot of things together.
One more for Coach, anyway.
You had said on, I think it was John Rothstein's podcast, that you guys followed what Chuck Smart recommended. Is that why you're confident that nothing else?
You know, I think once the notice of allegations come out, then the school will comment on all that. We haven't even got to that point yet. Look, this is going to probably, I know you probably know it better than me, it's probably going to go to June or July before we resolve this. And that's probably a lot quicker than North Carolina and Syracuse went through. So it's probably going to be June or July before we get closure on this. But as far as our basketball team is, we have full closure with this. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll